Hey Cornerstone, thanks for joining us on the Connection this week. This week I want to take just a minute and talk to you about Luke 12:32, where Jesus says, "Do not be afraid, little flock, for your Father has been pleased to give you the kingdom." And I read that because that is even a summary of why we've been in Acts these last weeks and why we're going to keep looking at Acts some through the rest of the summer. There's plenty of stuff that we as a church, we as a little flock can be afraid of. I'm in the backyard because within the last month or so, this tree right here had the top blow off and land over there in the yard, which actually works out well for me because this tree was dead. So now there's just, 10 feet less of it that I have to cut down. But when storms come blowing through, it can be a little scary. I've grabbed the flashlight, I've grabbed the radio, I've been keeping an eye on the sky a number of times over the last month. Same thing can be true for us as a church. We can feel like storms have been blowing through and we're in transition and we're not quite sure what's going on. And we've been in Acts to remember and to see again real clearly that Jesus is the one that's at work in his church. And I believe that for us, and I believe that at Cornerstone, that Jesus is at work in Cornerstone. So Cornerstone, as we do the things that we do week in and week out, as we gather to worship, as we seek to serve and love the community, as we seek to guide people into a dynamic relationship with Jesus Christ, I just want us to remember from Acts and from all of God's Word that we have no reason to fear, because the things that Jesus began to do and to teach, he has continued to do. He has continued to teach through his church for the last 2,000 years. And if that's been true in the storms that the church has endured, we can be sure that that's true now as well, Cornerstone. So do not be afraid, little flock, for your Father has been pleased to give you the kingdom.